Short-term bonds are great for retirees and risk-averse investors. Here we'll look at the best short-term bond ETFs. So why would we be interested in short-term bonds? Short-term bonds are less risky than longer-term bonds due to their lower exposure to inflation, credit, and interest rate risk. Short-term bonds are popular among retirees and investors with a low risk tolerance, and are even considered a cash equivalent in some cases, offering capital preservation while providing income from interest payments. Warren Buffett himself wants 10% of his wife's inheritance in short-term Treasury bonds. Now let's check out the best short-term bond ETFs. First on the list is SHV, the iShares Short Treasury Bond ETF. SHV holds bonds with maturities of 1 year or less, known as T-bills. Its average weighted maturity is 4.7 months. This ETF is an extremely popular cash equivalent with over $20 billion in assets. The fund seeks to track the Barclays Capital US Short Treasury Bond Index and has an expense ratio of 0.15%. Second on our list is VGSH, the Vanguard Short-Term Treasury ETF. VGSH seeks to track the Barclays Capital US 1 to 3 year Treasury Bond Index. It has an expense ratio of only 0.04% and a weighted average maturity of slightly longer than 2 years. Third on our list is VCSH, the Vanguard Short-Term Corporate Bond ETF. Investors seeking short-term corporate bonds will like VCSH. Corporate bonds usually have higher interest payments than Treasury bonds and are thus popular among income investors. This ETF tracks the Bloomberg Barclays US 1 to 5 year Corporate Bond Index. It also has an expense ratio of 0.04% and a weighted average maturity of about 3 years. Next on our list is SHM, the Spider Barclays Short-Term Municipal Bond ETF. Municipal bonds offer tax-free interest. Those seeking short-term municipal bonds will like SHM. This ETF seeks to track the Barclays Capital Managed Money Municipal Short-Term Index. It has over $4 billion in assets, a weighted average maturity of about 3 years, and an expense ratio of 0.20%. Next on our list is BSV, the Vanguard Short-Term Bond ETF. Those seeking broader exposure across short-term bonds, investment-grade government, corporate, and agency bonds can use BSV, which tracks the Bloomberg Barclays US 1 to 5 year Government Credit Float Adjusted Index. This ETF is exposed for about 65% Treasury bonds. The fund has over $58 billion in assets, a weighted average maturity of about 3 years, and an expense ratio of 0.04%. Do you own any of these short-term bond ETFs in your portfolio? Let me know in the comments. Thanks for watching.